Hello guys, welcome to God's Beloved training class video for soap making and disinfectant. So here we'll be learning, in this video we'll be learning liquid soap. Yeah, we'll be learning liquid soap, which some people call Morning Fresh. Actually, that's not the real name. Morning Fresh is not the real name. Morning Fresh is the company producing liquid soap, so we call it liquid soap. So I'll be showing us the chemicals we are going to be using one after the other. One after the other. We are making 5 liters of liquid soap today. We'll be making 5 liters. So I'll be showing us the chemicals to use. Here we have our soda ash. This is what we call soda ash. Soda ash. If you watch the video for both bleach and yes, bleach, you would have seen this there. So this is what we call soda ash. Then this one is our booster. This is what we call booster. This is booster. Can we see that? Booster. Then we have something we call laurel rice. Laurel rice. This is our foaming agent. One of our, let me say, one of our foaming agent. Not really our foaming agent, but one of our foaming agents. So this is called laurel rice. Laurel rice. Is either you call it laurel rice or you call it SLS. Some people call it SLS. You see, it looks like rice. Maybe that's why they gave it the name laurel rice. I don't know. So this is SLS. Then we have nitroson. This is nitroson. Nitroson, that's our main base chemical. The first one we'll be using. So here we have our caustic soda. Can we see? Our caustic soda is just a little one. Some people use just a teaspoon, but this should not be more than a teaspoon too. And if it is, it can be only little more than a teaspoon. So we're going to be using caustic soda with it. Can we see that? Also, we have our tesapon. This our tesapon is always everywhere. Almost, okay, let me use almost everywhere. So this is our tesapon. Can we see that? Our Vaseline like tesapon. This is our tesapon. Then we have another one here. This is our perfume. Actually, this perfume, some people usually put it inside a container, but where I bought this one from, it was put inside nylon. So whereas you can tell them before they start selling your chemicals that you don't want it inside nylon, because let me say nylon will eat its own. That is, you won't be able to take everything out of the leather, but nylon. But if it is a bottle, you'll be able to pour it and even rinse it. So you can tell them to put it inside container for you. So this is our perfume. Also, we have our preservative here. Can we see that preservative, like white in color? Preservative to preserve our soap. And we have sulfuric acid. This is sulfuric acid. Can we see the color? Black in color. That's our sulfuric acid. So on the last on the list here is our color. This is color. This is how the color usually looks like. So this should be green. Is either it is green or lemon green, because most of the colors look alike inside and nylon. Until you put it inside water, you may not really know what the color looks like. But this should be green, either green or lemon green. Can we see that? Can we see that? Okay guys, let's get started. We've noted our chemicals. So to produce liquid soap, you are going to be getting 3 buckets. So actually 2 will be empty, then water in it. So there will be water in one, then 2 will be empty. So as I said earlier, that we're going to be making 5 liters of liquid. So if you are going to start, you can start with 3 liters. You should start 3 liters of water, because you are going to be doing some of our chemicals separately. We are going to be mixing them separately, and we are going to be using water. So if we use 5 liters immediately inside our bucket, like for a start, it may, if we want to use another water to mix our chemicals, the water may be too much eventually. But don't worry, that one is not a problem. Even if you put 3 liters here and you still use water to mix other chemicals, and you see that your liquid soap is still thick, you can still pour water. It depends on what you want to produce. Do we understand that? So this is our bucket, the empty bucket I'll be using. I have another empty bucket here, then I have my bucket full of water there. So I will be measuring it now. Though the measurement I want to use may not be accurate, so the measurements I want to use may not be accurate, but I'm using this one as my 1 liter. I'll be using this baler as liter per liter. So I'll be putting 3 liters. 3 liters. So here we have 3 liters of water. Then the first thing to do is we are going to be pouring our nitrosome. That's the first thing we'll be doing. Our nitrosome. This is it. We'll be pouring our nitrosome into the water. So let me pause this video so as to pour it. Actually, this video will be a little bit long because we are producing liquid soap, I mean. So we're going to be pouring our nitrosome. Can we see that? Nitrosome. It's it's just like corn flour. So it's very smooth. That's our nitrosome. So this nitrosome is our main base chemical, as I've said earlier, and we are going to be mixing it very well. There are some people that they usually mix it for 15 minutes, some people 10 minutes, some people 8 minutes, but to me it depends on how you can mix it, like your energy in mixing it. So can we see that? So I'm going to be pausing this video so as to mix this very well. We can see some lumps inside. These lumps must not be, because that it will spoil our soap. So all these lumps, I'm going to be putting much effort into it so as to make sure that all these lumps dissolve. So I'll be pausing this video to do that. So this is my tesapon. Can you see that? Can you see my tesapon? Oh, I mean nitrosome, sorry. Nitrosome. This is nitrosome, not tesapon. So can we see that? So it's now dissolved, and don't worry, all these particles, these little particles will dissolve as time goes on. It will dissolve as time goes on. So after we are done with this, then we move further. We are going to be getting that separate bucket I asked us to get earlier. So we are going to be using it now. And this is the separate bucket I will be using. Inside this separate bucket, I will be putting my sulfuric acid. I'll be mixing it with my soda ash. This is my sulfuric acid, as I've said earlier, and this is my soda ash. So these two, I will be adding them together. Firstly, I will be pouring my soda ash. Then I will be pouring my I will be pouring my soda ash. Then I will pour water. Then mix the soda ash very well before pouring my sulfuric. Just wait and see what I'm saying. So this is my soda ash. I'll be pouring it into the bucket. Pouring it into the bucket. Then I'll be measuring 1 liter of water using my baler. So I'll pour it into the soda ash. Then mix. The stick you are using for the production of chemical, you can still use it to mix it. So you are going to mix the soda ash very well until it dissolves. I'm going to pause the video to mix very well. So we are going to mix it very well until it dissolves. So here we are. The soda ash is mixed with the water very well. Can we see that? Very mixed. Then we are going to be pouring our sulfuric into this soda ash. Do we get it now? This is our sulfuric. I'm going to be pouring it into the soda ash. So this is it. Watch what will happen after pouring it. So I'm pouring my sulfuric. Pour it faster so as to mix. Can we see what happened just now? I'm coming. I'm going to show us very well. So you are going to pour it very well, the sulfuric. Pour everything. Then we are going to be mixing it. As I told us while I was doing the video for Aiza and bleach, I said you have to have another little bucket so as to be washing your hand inside. Then you will need a napkin too to clean your hand. Do we get that? So this is it. Do we see what it has turned into? This is the mixture of our soda ash and our sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Can we see that? Can we see that? Sulfuric acid is one of our foaming agents too. It's one of our foaming agents. So can we see that? So we are going to mix it very, very well to become. You cannot pour it just like that. So we are going to be mixing it very well so that it will become liquid. You cannot leave it the way it is foamy. You also need a spoon, a small spoon that you are not using to heat, because you cannot use it to finish chemical and go and use it to eat again. So we are going to be getting a spoon, a small spoon, because of all these ones to be inside. If you are here right now, you will feel the hotness of our sulfuric and soda ash. Actually, it is the sulfuric that is hot. The soda ash is not hot, but I can feel the hotness now in my hand. The vapor of the heat is coming out. So we're going to be mixing it very, very well. I'm going to pause it to mix it very well. That is the let me say, the work in liquid soap. It's not like other soaps, or let me say other disinfectants. You have to mix and mix and mix. You need a lot of energy in mixing your liquid soap. So our soda ash has been mixed very well. It has been mixed. So I'm going to be pouring it into my mixture of nitroson. Yeah, you remember this one? So we are going to be pouring it into this. Though as we are pouring, we have to be stirring. As we are pouring, we will be stirring it. As we are pouring, we will be stirring so that it will mix. So I'm going to pause this video so as to pour everything. Do we get that? So I have poured it. Can we see that? So this is it. I'm going to mix it very, very well. Very, very well, because it must mix together. If it does not mix together, there is no excess. It will just, our liquid soap will look somehow. It won't be okay, and it won't be effective. So I have to mix it very well. So I'm going to be pausing the video to mix it very well so that the video will not be too long. Do we get that? You are going to be using your two hands, not just one hand. It's because I'm making video, that's why I'm using one hand. So I'm going to be using two hands to mix it very well. So this is the mixture. Can we see that? This is the mixture. It's no longer swelled up like that of the first time. Can we see that? So now the next thing I'm going to be adding, I'm going to be mixing my laurel rice. The one I call this one, the one I call SLS is SLS. We also call it laurel rice too. So it's just a small quantity, but is one of our foaming agents. So I'm going to be pouring it inside the bucket, then be mixing it with water. So this is it. I'm pouring it into the bucket. Then I'm going to add my water, 1 liter of water as usual. And we see that. So picking the stick again, mixing this very, 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 very well, because this chemical can be very stubborn. This is our laurel rice or SLS. It can be very, very, very stubborn. Can we see that? Because it is like rice. So all these things must dissolve very well. So I'm going to be pausing the video so as to mix it. There are even some people that usually they soak it before starting their chemicals, before starting their liquid soap production. Some of them will soak it for 1 hour or 2 hours. But me, I don't soak mine. I love the instant. I love doing the chemicals instantly. In as small sheets can be durable, like I can do it that way. So I'm going to be mixing it very well with two ends. I'm going to pause the video to do that. Just mix very well, so you see that all these things dissolve, all these particles you are seeing here dissolve. Can we see? It's one of our foaming agents. We cannot even see the floor again because of the foam. So that's how it is. You have to do it very well. So then we are going to be pouring it into our mixture, the chemicals that we have mixed here earlier. We're going to be pouring it into it. Can we see that? So I'm going to be pouring it. Pour it. So there is no way it will not remain inside the foam. So if it remains, then you put a little bit of water. Put little water. Put little water. I said it yesterday. I said it when I was doing Isaiah video. I said if you wish, you can use glove and even nose masks. Though I don't use any of them, but don't be like me. Use glove and nose masks because I don't find them comfortable. That's why I don't use them. I don't mind. So can we see it? We are going to be mixing it very well with this. We mix it very well with this. Usually it looks like our bucket is not containing it, but it's because of the foaming. So it's going to contain it. We are going to be mixing it so that it will go down a little. Can we see that? I will pause to mix now. Very well. You mix it very well with it. So let's see what we have here. And we see that I told you to go down. And if it does not go down, you can just use your hand to pack a little bit of it, because that foam will not allow you to do what you want to do. So can we see how thick it is? Very, very thick right now. That's why I'm struggling with it. So it's very thick. So now we are going to be mixing our caustic soda in a separate bucket too. The bucket we have been using. So we'll be mixing our caustic soda with water. It's just like the process of what we have done earlier. So I'm going to be mixing my caustic soda. So pouring it into the bucket. Pouring it into bucket. Then adding my water. Don't forget the measurement of water. You may not put up to 1 liter of water in those things you are mixing. And you can put it, because 5 liters, if you buy 5 liters of chemical, you cannot use it to produce 5 liters. At least you should be able to produce 8 liters of chemicals, 8 liters of liquid soap from 5 liters of chemical. I don't know, maybe you get what I'm saying. Let me repeat myself. You should be able to produce 8 liters to 9 liters of liquid soap from 5 liters of chemical. Do we get that? Water must not be too much, but at the same time, you must be able to produce that. Even we have some people that produce 10 liters of liquid soap from 5 liters. But I may not advise you to do that because of your customers and clients. You should make it an homemade one, so that they will come back later to come and buy from you. And if you are the one using it, you'll be able to see the effectiveness. So I'm adding this. Then this one does not have much work because it usually mixes very quickly. So since I've mixed it, it's also hot like our sulfuric acid. So I'm going to be mixing it into my mixture of chemicals here. So after pouring it, I'm going to mix it thoroughly. So I'm going to be pausing the video so as to mix very well, very, very well with my 2 ends. So this is it. This is the mixture. I mixed the caustic soda with it. So can we see this? Can we see that now? Can we see how it looks? So there is one chemical that is called STPP. STPP. I did not make mention of it because it's not here. It's not all those chemical shops that sell STPP. But if you wish to put it, you can ask from them that what of STPP. You would have learned that in the test. Yes, you would have learned that in the test. So STPP, you can ask from them. And if they don't have it, don't worry. It does not spoil anything. You may not use it. I don't usually use STPP because the place I am buying my chemical, they don't have it there. So I don't use STPP. So I'll be using booster. Instead of that STPP, I'll be using booster. So I'll be pouring my booster into it. Pouring my booster into the... So this is it. I'm pouring my booster. So you can pour it directly. It does not have problem. You pour it directly. This foam booster. Actually, it will make it more foamy. That's why we are putting it. To make it more foamy. We get that. So I'm going to be mixing it with it too. You use two hands because you struggle with it with one hand. So I'm going to be mixing it together. Please, all your chemicals should be mixed very well, very, very well, because of lumps. Yes, it may start having lumps. If you start having lumps, nobody will patronize you, because how will you make chemicals and there will be lumps inside? Liquid soap, I mean. So it does not make sense. So please, you are going to be putting so much energy. I wish I could do the all round videos where you will see me missing and missing and missing with all my energy, and also the time. It will take time. This is 21 minutes video now. See, the mixture will take, it may take you 1 hour to make liquid soap. It may take you more than that, 1.5 hours, because you are going to be mixing very well. I'm pausing the video, that's why we don't see the time I'm using to mix all these things. If you don't mix your chemical well, it will give you lumps, and when it gives you lumps, you won't like it. So please mix it very well so that it will to avoid lumps, because if the lumps is there already, there is nothing you can do. That's just the fact. There is nothing you can do, because you cannot use your hand to do it. There is no way you can do it. So do we get that? So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be adding my tesapon. Can we see this tesapon? You would add it directly. This one does not have any problem. You just add it directly. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be adding my preservative. This is the preservative. So I'll be cutting it and adding it. I'm going to be pouring it directly. You pour it directly. Please, whenever you are pouring it, don't move close. Like, don't allow it. Don't smell it. Let me put it that way. Don't move close so as not to smell it. It's very, very dangerous to the health. You may start sneezing, coughing if you smell it. So do not smell it. So you are going to add it very well. That one does not have much missing. We are going to add it. Then after then we are going to be adding our color. So this color, there are some people that usually wait for their chemical to settle before adding the color, but I do instant liquid soap, as I have said earlier. So I'm going to be adding my color. So how are you going to know the measurement of the color? Just add 1 teaspoon, like not up to teaspoon, like small spoon that the children are using, the babies are using to eat. And that's the teaspoon I'm talking about, not that big one that the adult is using. So you can add 1 teaspoon. You add 1 teaspoon inside the water, inside little water. Yeah, you are going to add inside little water. Let's see. So this is it. I'm going to pick up my spoon. This is adult spoon, but I'm not going to be taking too much of it. I'm going to take small, just small. Then I'll pour a little water. Yeah. So we see it is green. Color is green. You can use the color of your choice. Actually, ask them if it is pink you want to use. You can, because you need to have your own style of branding. But where I am, they don't sell pink. They don't sell any other color except from green or lemon green. So that's why I use only green and lemon green. So you can ask from there, did they have pink or they have any other color that you can use that you know they are using for liquid soap, not another color differently, where hair, not red, not yellow. but there are some colors that that are very accustomed to liquid soap, so those are the ones you will use. Then we are going to pour it into our chemical. You are going to mix it well, but if you mix it and you see that the thing is, just after mixing it with that little that you put, just allow it settle down for hours. So after it has settled down, that's when you will know if your color is enough or not. If it is not enough, then you are going to add more. Then you can just add a little then. But if it is enough, then fine. So don't add too much of color, because too much of color usually beats down chemical. Let me put it that way. If it is taking long for you to finish selling it, or for you to use it, to finish using it, it will be bringing down the effectiveness. That is color. So don't put too much of color. So I'm going to be mixing it very well so that it will be all round. So can we see that? So you are going to allow it uh to settle before you know if your chemical, if your your color is enough or not. If it's not enough, then you can add. Then if it is enough, you leave it like that. So the last thing we are going to be adding is our perfume. So please add perfume last. There are reasons why we add perfume last. One of the reasons is that perfume can bring out the effectiveness of your chemical, just like our color too. So you add perfume last, and also so that the smell, the fragrance will not have gone before you finish your chemical, because after finishing it now you have to close it. So so that the fragrance will be preserved. Then after, then you brand it. Maybe you want to use ragolis, or let me say bottle, all these bottle. That's what me I use, because of the environment I am. So if you are in a standard environment where you know that you will be able to get your money after branding it, so you buy containers. We have liquid soap containers, so you are going to buy them, then brand them. If you know you are going to get the money from it, just take note of what I have just said. If you know you are going to get the money after branding it with liquid soap container, but if you know that the environment you are, they don't is not really standard, then you use bottle, normal bottle. They will still buy it from you. So I'm going to be pouring my perfume. So this is my perfume. This is me pouring my perfume. So after pouring it, wow, the fragrance is coming out. You will feel it yourself. People in the environment will feel it too, that you are making something called liquid soap. So I'm going to be mixing it very well. I'm going to be pausing the video so as to mix. Just mix it thoroughly. Make sure it is mixed with the chemical. Yeah, our liquid soap is ready. It's ready. If you are here right now, you feel it. You feel the fragrance. You like. Can you see now? So it is ready. Now I'm going to be adding water, because I'm going to be adding water to this because it's too thick. It's too thick for me, even if it is homemade. I'm going to be adding water. So you just know the texture of what you want. You understand? Just know what you want. So I'm going to be adding the water very well. So after adding water and mixing very well, you just leave it. Just leave it and cover it for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours. But the thing is, you are going to be missing it. Yes, you are going to be missing it at intervals. Yes, let me use that. At intervals, missing at intervals. You are going to leave it for 2 hours or 3 hours before branding and packaging it. Sometimes maybe after 30 minutes, you just go there, use your stick and mix it very well, leave it again, go and sit down. Then after, then again you come back, you can do it. And if you know you are going to be, maybe you are going to work, you just want to leave it, you just want to do, you did it in the morning, and you left it and went to work, no problem about that. But when you come back, before you start branding, make sure you mix it together. Do we get that? So this is the end product of our liquid soap. It put a bit water, because this water is enough. Put a little bit water too. So this is the end product. Liquid. Based on it, you want to do this, then fine. If you know you're going to be using it at home, you can do this. But whenever you want to use it, you just be putting little little. You know you're going to be, but you know if you're going to use it, you cannot leave it like this. So you have to put little water more. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you.